heavens, I think it's God, but he's obsessed with Barkins. I love the people watching it. I love watching parents and kids. Oh, I saw this kid, this tired dad the other day. His kid was just, what is it? If I put my finger for your ear, will it come out the other side? Oh, just come and leave me alone. He was so tired by his son. He went, here, Dad, what's a wasp? And his dad went, pretty much a gay bee. Oh, so many questions. We were all raised that way. Everyone in this room was raised by a tired lion. Eat your veg, you'll be able to see in the dark. We never once questioned their bullshit, did we? Eat your crust, you'll get a hairy chest. Bollocks! If that were true, ducks would be like floating scrotums. Oh really, Dad? You're gonna knock me into the middle of next week? Well, if you've got a time-travelling fist, why the fuck are we still going to Butlins? Idiots! In my mum, here, Russ, never eat yellow snow. What, as opposed to normal snow, you lunatic? Those people over there, Russ, eating snow with piss on, as opposed to the good stuff. Eat your slush, Russ, eat your slush. We weren't allowed to run with scissors in my house, but my mum was allowed to use them to cut my hair. How is that fair? That's abuse, isn't it? That is abuse. Dave, I'm going to cut his hair. Fetch the shears and the trampoline. By the time I'm done with him, no pedo will go near him. Not that I was worried about pedos. It was 1988, they didn't exist. If you lived in the country, what was the biggest threat to an 8-year-old boy? Red berries by the side of the road. All the other boys would make up bullshit rumours. Don't eat the red berries, Russ. There was a boy that had them once. His hands fell off, his feet fell off. The doctor sewed his hands where his feet should have been as a warning to us other boys. He'll never play Twister again. Have you ever put your hand in a fridge and left it there for half an hour? You could... Oh, not now, for fuck's sake. I'm envious of kids. I don't like it when people knock them. I think it's too easy to do. I had a bloke on 5 Live that was these bloody children, never running around, always on computer games. We would have done exactly the same. But our computer games were shit. Do you want to run around in the woods? Don't think so. I've got to get this frog across a busy motorway. This is living. You see, guys, I've got to make sure the frog lands on a lock, because if he lands in the water, he'll die, despite the fact he's a fucking frog. I love the way they think. I like spending time with them, you know? I'm very envious. Like, my cousin, he was downloading music the other day. I couldn't get my head around it. He was like, iTunes got it. Thank you. When I needed music, I had to wait for hours every Sunday evening. My fingers hovering over the chords. Stop talking, everyone. I need to concentrate here. I'm waiting for Informer by Snow. Come on, fingers. Don't you let me down. Informer. It stayed on, Dad! The fucking button's broke again! We've got Charles and Eddie. It's not the same, Dad. Stop cutting my fucking hair. I'm envious of them. I like the way they think. My cousin's 7, because the older you get, the more fuddified you become. We start worrying about issues like wheelie bins and grit on the road and stuff like that. When you're little, you can still make a den. As an adult, you're not allowed to do that. They'll call the police. I built myself a little fort in the front room. Hello, is that the home? Yes. I'll bring his pyjamas, don't you worry. When you're little, your brain is so sparky and interesting. I said to him the other day, he's 7. I said, what do you want to be when you're older? And he looked at me and went, a unicorn. And I was like, why? So I can stab people with my head. How great is that? He's got that lovely kiddie. I caught him looking at Jesus on the cross on my mum's mantelpiece. Poor Jesus. Isn't it terrible? What if he gets an itchy belly? I'm going to scratch it for him. Oh, he likes a belly rub. He likes a belly. He's like a dog, Russ. Do you reckon he likes dog food? I imagine he does. Shall I feed him some? Not before I get my iPhone. I love spending time with kids. I can't wait to have a little family. One of my most favourite moments recently, I was around my friend Mark's house, and his daughter, there's two, she's called Lucia, right? We're having food, Mark, Lucia, she looks a bit like a mini Amelie, she's got big brown eyes and that, right? And she was stealing potatoes from my plate. This was just taking a piss. But because she's two, she hasn't developed an inner monologue yet, so she was saying out loud, "You're stealing a potato." She thought she had the entire world fooled. This idiot has no idea. Unaware he's dealing with a potato-stealing genius like me. Oh, I'm a potato thief. I don't care. Just seeing her nick potatoes from me cheered me up. It inspired me to write a list of all the things in life that cheer you up when you don't quite know why. I call it Russell's List of Joy, and it goes thusly. Number 1, hearing someone jump into a swimming pool that's colder than they thought it was going to be. The noise old women make when someone puts food in front of them. Oh. Watching a pigeon drag a big slice of pizza because they have that look in their eyes. Maureen is gonna love this. Watching a goth laugh because they're caught between two worlds. I really love Satan, but Darren slipped on a cake. Sour cream and onion Pringles, they're amazing things. The only time they're annoying is when you're watching a serious film at the cinema. I really want to eat you, Pringles, but you're very noisy, aren't you? So what I'm going to have to do is suck you instead. Stationery. It doesn't matter how old you get. If you get a new notepad, in the first page of that notepad, I will do the neatest handwriting I have. I will write in this notepad. I will not abuse this notepad as I have others. 5 pages later, just make my pen work, you paddy slag. Watching a dog stood near a fan go, why are my ears moving? A baby's face when they're eating a slice of orange. It's the first time you ever see a human brain go, what the fuck is this? Using the phrase, that's what she said, in inappropriate situations. Watching your nan wake herself up by farting. Having a walking race with a stranger and winning. Being on the quiet carriage of a train, receiving a text that makes you laugh. Oh, so my brother, hey Ross, I'm going on Dragon's Den with my new floor cleaning invention. I call it the carpet muncher. Somebody saying something vaguely suggestive and you reacting like you're Kenneth Williams. My back door's broken. Seeing the look of anguish on your girlfriend's face when you go shopping for stuff for the kitchen and you suggest getting things that don't match. Oh my God, if you've not done that, you have joy headed your way. Let's get a blue kettle and some purple forks. No! No! What's wrong, Rayman? That's not what I get done! There's a clean kitchen in my mind and you will not ruin it! Watching a woman apply makeup on a shaky train. Come on, Linda, wait for it. Come on, love, now! Hiya, Dave, I'm gonna be late again. I look like a slaggy clown. Meeting one of your heroes and him really delivering. I met John Cleese in a gym in Montreal. There was a bloke in the corner of the gym called Tad. The reason I know he's called Tad is because he was lifting weights going, come on, Tad, you can do this, Tad. Feel that deep burn, Tad. After about 5 minutes, John Cleese just went, Todd, do shut the fuck up. Cotton buds, they're a nice thing, aren't they? No man has ever bought cotton buds, but if you see them, you can't not pick them up and put them in your head. Oh, I love that. Oh, it doesn't matter what's happened, it's a funeral. Yeah, but there's one on the floor. Oh, if there was a fairy in my head. It doesn't matter what's going on, you can't refuse it. I'll prove it. I was 16. It was the very first time I was receiving a blowjob. I felt so lucky. She was beautiful. I was stood there like that. I felt like a flute. It was terrible. Obviously didn't say that. Excuse me, I feel like a flute. You know, the loveliest Pied Piper I've ever seen. It was wonderful, right? And yet, even during this lovely little moment, out the corner of my eye, I saw some cotton buds, and I was like, oh no. My brain was like, well, the blowjob's nice. It could be nicer.
put the cotton buds in your ear.
But of course, so very carefully, I grabbed a bud and I rammed it in. Now I know it, I'll tell you what, I've never felt more alive in my life. She was less happy, oh can't do that. She looked like a furious lizard. I don't know if you've ever had your cock spat out in anger, but it's a low moment. Also sounds like an Oasis B-side. Here's another nice one. Looking at your girlfriend when she's wearing your, or wife, when she's wearing your male underwear. I don't know why. It's just hot in it. Doesn't work the other way. Oh, the other way is creepy and weird. Ross, have you seen my thong?
No idea, baby. No idea.
Let's look for that thong of yours. This thong of yours with a hair. No thong with hair. Oh, Alan! Oh, man! That there is the best £14 I've ever spent in my life. La Senza, size 18. It turns out I'm quite a big girl. I feel so sorry for the Tom though. This is not the life you dreamt of. I'm gonna call some fannies. What the fuck is that? The number one thing that cheers you up though, without doubt, hanging around with interesting people. My friend Sue, you would love her. She's a zinger of a human being. She came around my house the other day. She went, I got a new boyfriend. I'm like, great. What's he like? Bit of a weirdo? Well, don't go out with him. No, he's alright. And she said a sentence that only she could say out loud. She went, sexually, he's a bit of a Harry Potter fan. What does that mean? He dressed up as Potter or something? She looked at me and went, no, apparently what this bloke does. No. At the point of orgasm, this bloke goes, Expelliarmus. That is the creepiest thing I've ever heard. And this is the best picture of it. I just went with it, Russell went 5 points for the dog. You hang around with people like that, the world is a better place. And the final thing that cheers me up, this fella. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.